Hello my friends, in this video we are going to tackle the dreaded F chord. Lots of people who are learning struggle with this chord, so if you're struggling with it, it's not unusual, it's not something new, and you're not the first one to do it. I'm going to break this down into a couple of easy steps so that you understand what's going wrong and what's going right, and you can put this chord together and be able to play it fairly quickly. Now the first thing I want you to think about is the actual left hand position. A lot of people try and put their thumb on the top, their fingers are too far back, their hand's too far round, and if your hand's in the wrong place, you make it virtually impossible for yourself to reach this chord. So what you need to do is make sure your thumb is on the back of the neck and that your knuckles are nice and forward. Imagine being able to hold your fingers straight like that, flat on the fingerboard. Look at where your knuckles are, look at where your thumb is, and you're probably in about the right position there if you can do that. Okay, so start off, fingers flat on the fingerboard, all in line, like that with your thumb on the back. That's step one. The next thing I want to think about is the shape of the chord itself. If you look at the F chord, it's actually exactly the same shape as the E chord below it that you probably already know. However, it's one fret higher. So if you can play an E chord, you can play 3 of the notes in the shape of the F chord. All you have to do is move them up a fret. But then you can't get these notes. So what you do, instead of playing that shape with your first 3 fingers, learn to play your E chord with these 3 fingers. Okay? That's your second step. Learn to play your E chord with those 3 fingers. Forget about the F chord, play the E chord with those 3 fingers first. When you can play the E chord with those 3 fingers, all you have to do is move it up a semitone or 1 fret and put the bar on. Now, if your fingers are in the right position that I've just showed you, so your fingers are nice and flat like that, then you should be able to get the bar. However, if you're holding down 3 notes with those fingers, 3 strings, that only leaves you 3 more strings to have to hold down with your first finger. So it's not a full bar. All you have to be able to do is get the bottom string and the top 2. If you don't get the ones in the middle, it doesn't matter because you've got other fingers holding them down. So just practice the bar, practice getting the bottom string first and the top string. If you can get those 2 strings, you're most of the way there. The second string is just a question of getting this part of your finger nice and flat. Okay, so practice your bar, but just worry about the bottom string and the 2 top strings. That's all. Okay, third step. So obviously you've got the bar and you've got those 3 notes. You put it together. Put the bar on and those 3 notes, and there's your F chord. Okay, so break it down in a few little steps. Finger placement or finger position. Practice your bar, but just the bottom string and the top 2 strings. Put it together. Now to practice this and get good at it, you need to find it quickly. And the way to do it is to play the chord, let go, but not just lift your hand off. You've got to take your hand completely away from the neck. So play the chord, take your hand away. And what I suggest you do is get a metronome and set that at a tempo where you can do it, where you can play the chord, take it off and put it back on again. Maybe set your metronome so that on beat 1 you play the chord, then you take it off on beat 2, you've got 3 and 4 to get back. If that's too fast, then do it on 1, wait a whole bar or wait 8 beats and then do it again. Then speed your metronome up. Or you could play it twice. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you can do that, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., 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 until you can find it quickly. When you can do that, then alternate between the F chord and another chord that you're already good at. So if you're good at the C chord, play C chord, then F chord, C chord, then F chord, and practice it like that until you've got that F chord absolutely nailed. Take it steady, take it slow, keep your hand as relaxed as you can, and you'll be there in no time. Let me know in the comments below how you get on and if that's helpful to you. I really would appreciate knowing that. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!